guys, welcome. Hey, today I want to do a Limpsync tips and tricks video with you. Yeah, like a little tutorial with some kind of random tips and tricks that I think will really markedly improve your recording experience. So for a lot of you guys who might have seen some of my old videos or advanced singers, you might know you'll know maybe half of these things already. But this is mostly going to be for some of the newer or intermediate singers, perhaps. So some things I wanted to go through today. We're going to talk about mic position, which mic. We're going to talk a little bit about maybe falsetto. We're going to talk about some etiquette items, an unusual technique that I came up with that I wanted to share to improve your singing, and also a technique that I use in syncing that's really unusual that I've shared in the past. So I want to cover these items today. That's kind of the outline. Thank you so much for joining me on this 9-minute Express Yourself. So today I'm going to try to keep things quick. I'm just going to try to hit it quickly. I know the 9 minutes is going to fly. So mic position, you'll see a lot of the better singers doing this. And there's a reason. So they always seem to hold it here. So this is the best position, just from trial and error and from looking at hundreds of singers, right? And the best singers, they always seem to hold it here. And you'll see this on different videos online as well, about from the Smule people. So you kind of hold it here. So usually the best position is like at an angle, almost like the angle of your jaw. And maybe, I don't know, like an inch or two away from your mouth to the right. You don't want to hold it here like, hi, have a great day. I really love you so much. And by the way, thanks for joining me. You see, no one wants to hear the air coming out of your mouth. They want to hear the sound. So this is how we do it. You keep it out of the jet stream, okay? So maybe just from the corner of the mouth and at an angle, an inch or two away. And people tend to hold it just because, like, I know I'm as a performer, right? Because I'm more of a video performer and I'm always moving. This keeps it away from, this stuff, and keeps away from my clothes. And if you have long hair, it's the same idea. So I think that's why a lot of singers will actually hold it as well. I mean, theoretically, you could get by doing this, but there's actually a big drop in sound volume and possibly and relatedly quality if you let it hang like that. So listen to the difference. Listen to the difference. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Big difference. Okay. So that's mic position. Which mic? This is more for beginners and stuff. And I'm not, trying to push certain brands. But I have an iPhone, and from all the videos I've seen on like which mics, Apple and like Samsung, like big name brands, like for earbuds, are the best. They really are. And that's just from talking to tons of people and seeing all the problems that are out there. A lot of people are happy with their headsets, and that's cool. With the traditional stuff or the Bluetooth, that's awesome. But these are relatively cheap and pretty reliable. A lot of the knockoffs you end up replacing, and the connectors get loose, etc. So that's kind of which mic. And the other thing I love about these is that you tend not to have the like overflow or I call it spillover. For example, on some of the combination traditional headphones that have like a built-in boom mic, I've seen on a lot of those, on those joins, that there's a lot of echo. And what is that from? That's from, if they join me, that's from I call it actually a leak. I call it sound leak. It's from the sound escaping the earmuff, in the sense that the pocket, it's escaping there, and it's actually getting recorded by the mic. So my sound is getting re-recorded, and the instruments as well. But theirs often is not having an echo. So if you see that, that's usually the problem. It's usually a leak. And I'll often recommend that they get, like Apple earbuds or Samsung or something like that as an earbud system, and it solves the problem every time. So we're halfway through a little over halfway through. We talked about mic position. We've talked about which mic. I want to just hit another topic. So falsetto. falsetto gets a bad rap, right? But, you know, especially I think among guys, you know, people might say, oh, you know, that's not real, that's falsetto. Well, don't look at it that way. Falsetto is an integral part of your regimen, you know, of your arsenal, and you should make it, you know, you should work on it and practice it. I think I do a little bit of falsetto in maybe most songs. Yeah. So it's not a rare song. It's, you know, and so it's a part of my routine actually. And the better singers know when to break into falsetto, you know. So, and that's part of your range. You can call that part of your range. Falsetto is part of your range in a sense, even though it's sort of a false range. But it allows you to sing more songs and have more fun and express yourself and experience more, you know, have more emotive experiences. So we've talked about mic position, falsetto. Just a random item on etiquette. This is for the beginners. You know, the Smuleys, people are just starting generally. But if you join me and I say, hey, great job, you know, thank you so much for your join. It was great to see your smile. You don't want to reply, you're welcome. Like, never reply, you're welcome, and just leave it like at that. You know, the way to do it is always to try to say something nice and reply. And if you have nothing nice to say, you know, or you didn't like the experience, maybe leave an emoji or something, whatever. But, or just thanks to, you know, but don't ever say, you're welcome. You know, like you did me a big favor, you know, I'll send you the bill. Again, that's for the kind of newbies or whatever. Now, I want to share something really cool, very sort of technical, whatever. It's an unusual technique that I came up with that I wanted to share with you, and it's called a strong kiss technique. Some of you guys who are very observant will notice when you watch my videos that I do this. Sometimes I do that and my lips go white. What am I doing? I'm actually creating a vacuum. I'm actually doing a suck. And what I'm doing is I'm drawing blood, not just out of from my oral cavity. I'm increasing the vacuum. The blood is being drawn from my lips, in a sense, and really from the arterial structure into my throat. I'm actually increasing blood supply to the muscles in the pharynx, you know, the throat, and all around the larynx, the vocal cords, right? So it markedly improves your ability to hit certain notes. So I do that whenever I can. I'll do that throughout the song, and sometimes I'll do it before a song. But you'll see me do that throughout a song sometimes, and it's a really cool trick. I call it strong kiss technique because it's like you see my lips go white. So the blood kind of goes from here, but it actually draws into your throat. And it's the same concept with, you know, singing later in the day, not in the mornings. Later in the day, we're swallowing more, we're talking more, there's more activity, so there's more blood flow. That's, you know, our musculature is waking up. You know, the soft palate, right? There's the maxilla, the bone, and then just after that on top, that's where we arch and we create different formations for different resonance. All right, we're at 37 seconds left. I'm not going to have time to go over my Limpsync technique. It's a technique that I use to synchronize for better lyrical taming with a second phone. I'll listen to Spotify or YouTube sometimes on songs that I'm less familiar with, like new songs, but normally I sing by recollection. But on a song that's new that I don't know, I'll have 2 sets of earbuds, yeah, and 2 phones, and I'll synchronize them. And once they're in sync, I'll switch to the headset completely on the other phone. And I won't actually be listening to this anymore. I'll be singing blind. Thank you for joining.